If you had to go to the bathroom, oh, dear Lord. Shut the door, lock it, turn the faucets on, turn the shower on, because God forbid they knew you were going poop. 21 years later, that bathroom door's wide open. You're screaming, bring the camera! It's alive! My wife still won't shut the door when she's going pee. That just bugs the hell out of me. I've seen her naked. I've seen her give birth to my 2 kids, but she will not shut that bathroom door. I'm like, baby, please shut the bathroom door. And she goes, why does it bother you? And I go, you want to know why? Because you look so helpless. Guys, we're peeing. We're hanging on to something. We're doing something. You women go pee. It looks like you're waiting on a bus. It's just... Christ, get a Game Boy or something, man. See, and there's another difference. Woman walks in the bathroom on a man. If he's standing up, she knows what he's doing. If he's sitting down, she knows what he's doing. Fella walks in the bathroom on a woman, she's sitting down. We don't know what you're doing. And you don't want to walk into that invisible wall, do you, fellas? Yeah. You know what? Hey, baby, let me... Oh! My mouth's watering a little bit. I'll be all right. Hang on. Hell, first year of our marriage, I didn't think my wife pooped. 21 years later, buddy, she learned how. Fellas, you remember that first year of marriage when your new bride was do laundry for the first time and you freaked out because you thought you might have dirty underwear, so you just threw them away? 21 years later, you just open to hear her scream, oh my God! Did you hit a deer? That is my favorite joke. Only because I don't care what city I'm in. I do that joke, I see some woman do this. Of course, one of the products of a marriage is children. And I have 2 lovely children. I have a 17-year-old daughter that's fixing to graduate high school and go off to college. Dang. I tell you what, man, you want to talk about a slap in the face. That's when you walk on a college campus with your daughter and you catch some guy checking her out. Yeah. Then I realized it was a slap in the face. My wife caught me checking out college chicks. Sorry. I'm a guy. Where were those girls when I was in college? My friend goes, they were there. Hey, I got the yearbook, my friend. My college yearbook looks like the program from the Yukonuba Dog Show, all right? And not even the winners, you know, just not ready for her to be so grown up, you know? God almighty, you know, these girls now, they're wearing these jeans that are cut down. God, one sneeze, the surprise is out. Just not ready for that, man. It's, you know, my wife and I were standing in the bathroom the other night talking. My daughter comes in and goes, hey, Mom, can I borrow your razor? And I'm like, for what? She goes, I want to shave my legs. And I go, why? Ain't nobody going to be touching them. You think I'm joking. I want my daughter to have those big old monkey hair legs. You know what I'm talking about? That kind of hairy leg, when they pull the socks up, the hair sticks out of the socks. I'm just not ready for her to be so grown up, man. I'm still getting over just a few years ago when I was coming home from my son's baseball practice. My cell phone rang. It's my wife. She goes, hey, are you on your way home from practice? I said, yeah. And she goes, stop off at the drugstore, pick your daughter up some pads. I'm like, I'm not in right now. If you'd leave your name, number... Bill, please don't make me do this. She goes, I can't get away. Just make sure they're narrow. Ow, what is that? Narrow? Can't you use one of yours and fold it in half? So now I got to take my son with me, who every 5 minutes is like, what are we looking for, Dad? I'm like, a gun to kill myself. So I go to this drugstore. I walk into this woman who works there, who I don't know. And I said, hey, listen, do you have any, and if you don't, it's cool, any little girl? Narrow path. The woman said, are you her father? No, princess, I'm on some kind of sicko scavenger hunt. I said, yes, I'm her dad. And she goes, honey, they're over on aisle 17. So I go to aisle 17. There are like 5,000 of these things, none of which say narrow. I'm on the phone with my wife and going, baby, please let me come home. No, listen to me, honey, there's no narrow. This one has butterflies on it. This one plays a little tune. Who finds them? My son. Who proceeds to scream out, here's the little girl, narrow pads, Daddy! Thank you, son. Listen, honey, I don't think they heard you in Scotland. I bought 2,600. She's just grown up on me, man. She's a woman. She's Scotch. She's smart. She took her SAT scores. Didn't take the pretest. Stayed out till midnight the night before. 1390. Now, I tell you that for two reasons. One, to brag. And the other to tell you, she wants to retake the test. I go, what are you, stupid? If I'd have scored 1390 on my SAT scores, I'd have spray painted it on the side of my car. The SAT score right there, partner. I wish my SAT score had 4 digits in it that equal 13. My son is 12 now and is really getting into girls. A lot. But the thing about 12-year-old boys is this. They don't possess what I like to call that discretionary gene yet. He and I were walking down the street going over the ball fields the other day, and there was a woman walking towards us who was gifted. And I saw him, and I saw him see him. But she was too close for me to go, dude, shut up. She hadn't walked 2 feet behind us, and he goes, God dang, you see the size of those things? And all I could say was, yeah, I did. We had to have the big talk this year. I was on the road. My wife called me. Says, well, you need to have a talk with your son. Which I find incredibly amusing, that when he's in trouble, I have sole ownership. And I said, what happened? She goes, well, him and his friends were on the internet, and they pulled up one of those sex sites. And I was like, oh, Lord. All right. I said, baby, did you write down the name of the site? Just for reference? She's like, shut up. And I knew this talk was coming, and I wanted my talk with my son to be a little more informative than my father's talk with me was. I don't know about the rest of you fellas. My dad and I didn't even have a talk till I finally cornered him one night. Said, Dad, when are you going to tell me about sex? I'm 30.